Scourge Bringer is a sci-fi rogue-lite Metroidvania with stylish combat and metal background music. If that doesn't excite you, I want to know who sucked the joy out of your life. I've really enjoyed getting hands-on with Scourge Bringer this weekend, and to be honest with you, I've not been able to put it down. Although it's punishing and difficult, it's made me want to keep going back for more and more to try and get better. And here's why I think you should probably check it out. It's a really normal premise. You've probably played one of these sorts of games before. A big bad thing has happened. In this scenario, it's the Scourge Bringer. It's attacked Earth, I believe, and some people have gone to Scourge Bringer and not come back. It seems to be a massive entity, and your job, because obviously you're well good at combat, is to go and take it on and kill all the baddies inside and come back with some sort of healing device, I imagine. Now what's difficult and different is that there aren't any checkpoints in this game, so even if you've got past the first boss and you're in the second area, you die, you go back to the very beginning of the game via the chiming tree, which essentially is your level up place. You'll see this little dude here. He helps you along your adventure, and well, I say help, he hasn't really done a lot for me yet, but you also level up in the chiming tree by collecting Judge Blood. Now Judge Blood is collected when you defeat larger enemies, and you can also start to unlock upgrades. So when you collect X amount of blood droplets, which is what the enemies drop in this game, you'll then get Judge Blood. Judge Blood are your skill points. Blood droplets are obviously dropped when you die and you can't get them back. So it's not like Dark Souls where you can, go and get your experience points back once you die. The only thing you carry are the Judge Blood. But yeah, what really makes the game stand out is the combat. Essentially, what I've loved so much is that in most games it gives you all these different buttons and skills, and you don't need to use them, you can just go around attacking. Whereas this, you do need to use all the skills. So for example, you have to smash enemies, larger enemies, to stun them, to stand any chance of defeating them, because otherwise they'll obliterate you. You can also unlock an ability to smash deflects bullets, which is ultra useful against the bosses. Your normal sword swinging attacks, which kind of keep you in the mid-air, and often you'll need to do that because there are spikes and traps and monsters all over the ground, so you want to try and keep in the air as much as possible, and this also helps your combo multiplier once you unlock it. You've also got ranged attacks, which obviously are useful when you're trying to fend off someone shooting at you. You also have dash attacks, which you have to use to reach higher up enemies. You can also use them to reach doors that might not be otherwise obtainable. And quite often, with the bosses I've experienced, you have to use dash attacks to get above their heads so they're not just annihilating you. And as you go on, you'll unlock more and more, such as ground smashes and upgrades to your melee weapon, upgrades to your ranged attack. And you have to use a combination of all of these to kind of stay in mid-air, slashing at the enemies, and trying just to do as much damage as possible before you die, basically. As you go along, you'll have some helpers. There's also a dodgy shopkeeper who seems to just want all of your blood. People keep telling me that blood droplets are precious, not to spend them, but you don't carry them through when you die, so you kind of might as well spend them, in my opinion. Yeah, honestly, there's not a lot I can say about this game. You can check out this footage here that I've obtained and make your own kind of mind up. Basically, it is hard, it's really difficult. It looks like I'm showing you a lot of the same area, but it's because I simply can't get past the first kind of area and a half. It punishes you and it forces you to be clever. You have to think about which items you're using. In each map there's a kind of room. You unlock something to help you, so it would be restoring your health or upgrading your gun or something like that. And you have to remember or think, if you haven't lost your health before the sub-boss, there's no point in going in that room, you might as well do it afterwards. But then you might miss out on an upgrade for your weapon. So you have to be really clever and kind of plan your attack and just do your best. But honestly, the combination of thinking about how you're going to attack combined with the stylishness and the metal background music make it a very fun game to play. And for 15 quid, you can't really go wrong. I'm going to give Scourge Bringer an 8 out of 10. I've really enjoyed it, and it might end up being one of my favourite indies of the year. Although I've scored it an 8 out of 10, this game will probably divide opinions because it is difficult and there isn't an easy mode. And I think it's good because games should be played the way the developers have intended. I think if you like Metroidvania games, if you like games that are going to challenge you, and you like stylish combat that makes you think and forces you to really not just button bash and think about what you're inputting, you're going to love this game. Thanks always for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you very, very soon.